welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Kenny. So today's episode is about how I married the man I never expected to love and what happened to the other man. Now, this is it. So if you watched episode 2, you would already know how I slowly started falling for the man I once said I didn't like. It wasn't something that happened overnight. His maturity, his intentionality, his persistence, and the way he cared for me during my recovery made me start seeing him differently. I won't lie. Yeah. So eventually, I had to ask myself a serious question. Could this actually be the man God has chosen for me? I had prayed about it so many times because I didn't want to make the wrong decision about something as important as marriage. And somehow, the more I, got to know him, the more I realized that the qualities I was looking for in a man, was right there in front of me. Yes, it was right there in front of me. So the man I never expected to love was becoming the man I couldn't imagine my life without. So eventually, I said yeah, and that was when everything became so real. We started talking about marriage. We started talking about making plans. We started talking about, we started discussing how we wanted the wedding to be like, the preparations, the little details, and everything that comes with getting married. You know how it is now, my co-wives. Now. I remember those moments because it was almost unbelievable to me, like me getting married to the man I once didn't even like. Life is just so funny. But life has a funny way of surprising you. So the man I thought I would never choose and become the man I was preparing to spend the rest of my life with. And then came the wedding day. I walked down the aisle knowing that I was marrying someone who had shown me through his actions, that he genuinely wanted me. Someone who stayed. Yeah, someone who stayed. Someone who cared. Someone who showed up when I needed him the most. It is well. And eventually I became his wifey. But here is the part of the story that still amazes me. So while I was preparing for my wedding, the man I had once been crazy about was also living a completely different life. He was no longer waiting for me. Can I shock you? He had gotten married and he already had a daughter. Hey, can you imagine? At one point, I thought this was the man I wanted so badly. And also, I thought maybe it was the person I would eventually end up with. My brothers and my sisters, while I was busy wondering about what would have been, life had already moved on. Hey, God, I'm big. He had his wife, he had his daughter, and I had become a wife too, just a completely different man. I would always be proud of that. Looking back now, I realized something. Sometimes we can be so attached to the person we want that we fail to recognize the person who is actually right for us. Yes. So the man I never expected to love became my darling husband. And the man I once thought I couldn't let go of had already become someone else's husband and a father. But there is still one part of this story I haven't told you. How exactly did I find out that the man I was once crazy about had gotten married and had a daughter? And trust me, the way I found out was not what I expected. That is the story for episode 4. Thank you so much for listening to my lovely story. Please do well to subscribe to my YouTube channel, like and comment. I am Kenny and I'll see you in my next episode. Take care of yourself. Bye for now.